Morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Mitchell Coleman, and I am an alcoholic, and I have your daily reflections for April 15th, 2021. This one is titled The Bondage of Resentments. Again, this one is on step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. The bondage of resentments. Harboring resentment is infinitely grave, for then we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the Spirit, as Bill sees it, page 5. It has been said, anger is a luxury I cannot afford. Does this suggest I ignore the human emotion? I believe not. Before I learned of the AA program, I was a slave to the behavior patterns of alcoholism. I was chained to negativity with no hope of cutting loose. The steps offered me an alternative. Step 4 was the beginning of the end of my bondage. The process of letting go started with an inventory. I needed not be frightened, for the previous steps assured me I was not alone. My higher power led me to this door and gave me the gift of choice. Today I can choose to open the door to freedom and rejoice in the sunlight of the steps as they cleanse the spirit within me. This one is so beautiful and so true. Again, those resentments is a luxury. Anger, resentments, all that are luxuries we cannot afford. We cannot allow those things to rent that space in our heads because we will dwell on it. And as an alcoholic and an addict, I will use those as excuses to go use, because that's just the way I would do it. You know, I'd come up with this, oh man, this dude. So yesterday I was talking about a guy in my scratcher ticket that he took. And I'm like, that would have been, would have been my reason to go drinking that day, because I was so upset about it. I can't believe I had been done wrong like that. Of course, again, we're going to find anything to make ourselves believe it's okay to go drink. But once we get to step 4, and especially step 5, which was my best, that's where I had the big change, where I just let all of that go. I saw what was wrong with myself, and that's why this is so important to go through these steps. And for me, not for everyone, but you know, it's so important to go through the steps because you're doing a checklist on your life, and you're figuring out what is really wrong. What is really going on with me that I'm thinking I need this alcohol, I need these drugs to make myself feel better. And it's just not the case. We don't need any of that stuff to feel better. Now that I've gotten a good 27 months sober, I can deal with these problems without having to drink. And even if that thought ever pops in my mind, I have plenty of outlets that I can do to detour me from drinking, and plenty of people I can call, books I can read, meditations I could do. There's endless amounts of things you can do, and you're never alone is the whole thing. And you will get to that point where even the thought can come into your mind, but as quick as it's there, you can play out the rest of it. What would happen if I did go and do that? And it would suck. It would be gross. There's no point in it. I really don't find any joy in wanting to do that anymore. It doesn't sound fun, because I'm like, oh yeah, we could go, it's Friday night. Party? No. Go to sleep, read, play guitar, do whatever, anything. Life is just so much better without it. And I realized I was doing it so much because I had these other things going on, which was things I figured out in my inventory, like codependency, anxiety, depression, traumas, lots of things, antisocial, anxiety, as much as I'm fun to be around, and people did have fun with me, I've heard from multiple people I was more enjoyable to be around when I was drunk, which is also coming from drunk people. Yeah, I guess I was fun till I wasn't, till I turned into a jerk. But letting go is very important. We can't hold on to those resentments. There's just no point, no sense. And a guy in my class yesterday said, I can't remember the exact amount of numbers, but he's like, Would you what was it? Would you pay, if someone stole $10 from you, would you pay $86,000 to get them back, to know who did it? And no is the answer. Who would do that? but that's how many seconds are in a day. I can't remember the exact number, but it's like 86,000 some hundred and blah blah blah. But a situation that could take 10 seconds, we can let it affect all that other stuff, all that other time, all those other seconds. So that's a great example of holding on to something and those resentments. And you know, also he had mentioned, as have I, you know, time is very important. Time is something we cannot buy more of. Money, we could all always get more money. So time is very important. So why waste any of that time on that hate, resentment, negativity, and, you know, ill will towards people, planning revenge, whatever. But that's all I got for today. But again, the letting go part, I'm gonna do a shout out to this book that definitely changed me. It's called Letting Go by David R. Hawkins, and this book is amazing, and it can help you get in touch with why we're feeling the way we're feeling. You know, it's a very experiential type book. It's hard to explain, but when you're reading it, you're going to really connect with it. And I really suggest this book. It's also it's going to help you get in touch with some spirituality and a spiritual side of you that you might not know even existed. There's just ways that this author can write stuff down, and it's pretty amazing. But that's all I got for today, you guys. I'm gonna go knock out some community service hours. I love you guys, one day at a time. Don't forget, please subscribe and like my channel. Help this channel grow to help the other alcoholics and addicts, because that's what it's all about. And I wish you guys the best. If you need help, message me, call me. I can connect you with the right people. I promise you that, and I am just here to help. So I love you guys. Have a good day. Peace.